I hope nobody ever asked Shahrukh.
Take a bacha.
Guys, I think Yamal is gonna surpass Mbappe's legacy in 3 to 4 years.
He's just on 18 and he's gone crazy with like the women, the dwarves, and the partying, and you know what I mean?
And Tanay takes special offense to the dwarf.
Answer me one thing. Has Mbappe ever in his career right until now finished second in the Ballon d'Or ranking?
I'm not saying Iniesta's the best midfielder of all time because there's Zidane, there's Palmer, there's all these players.
The entire Barcelona fan base will come for my neck.
Hey Chad, hi, what's up? Happy Diwali. Back in the studio. We've got Zeus with his nice Prada glasses, Sammy, and myself. And as always, that we following this new... Fuck, dude, I've not done an intro now. Restart.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you.
Hey Chad, hi, what's up? Happy Diwali. Welcome back to the Casuals. As always in studio, we have Zeus, now with his Prada glasses, Sammy, and myself. And we have a very special guest as well. We're following the format we've been doing for the past 5 or 6 episodes where a guest comes, submits a hot take, and defends their point, and we are with or against him. So here we go. Who's our guest today, Zeus?
Our guest today is the very prestigious, unfiltered pundit, Shaad Qureshi.
Let's go.
Happy Diwali.
Welcome.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali, guys. Happy. And
Also,
thanks
this is
for-
episode 99.5 of the Casuals.
Shad, you should feel special.
I hope it goes really well.
So Shad, before
Yeah.
we get into the episode,
Yeah.
we just want our listeners to get to know you a little bit in
Of
the
course.
sporting context.
Of course, yeah.
And we'll judge you a little bit. So let's
Yeah.
start with the 3 quick fire questions.
Sure.
Who is your favorite athlete?
It's Messi.
And of course, for our Spotify listeners, who do you support? Because we all know who you support.
And without any question, it's Barcelona, of course.
Let's go. And you said your Premier League team is United, right?
No, my Premier League team is
Oh,
not
no,
United.
it's not. Oh, you're
What
just
the
rooting.
hell?
You're just rooting for them.
Yeah, I'm just rooting for them. But my favorite Premier League team is, of course, Man City.
Oh,
Arey,
arey,
You can't say I'm rooting for United, but of course my favorite team is Man City.
I want them to be in the top 4 and compete with City, give it a fight to Liverpool, give it a fight to Arsenal.
You just like the drama, the nap.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah,
You watch cricket?
I'll be honest with you. I find cricket very boring. I'm sorry.
There's your hot take, guys.
I'm sorry.
That's a very hot take. But
I love IPL.
you watch
Perfect,
IPL.
Perfect.
Yeah, I watch IPL. Yeah.
So who is your favorite
It's
IPL?
KKR. Yeah. I followed them extensively during the years 2014,
Oh.
18. I was a big KKR fan, but after that, I didn't watch IPL that much. Like I totally turned into Premier League, La Liga full time. I used to watch that a lot. So,
But why KKR being from Bombay?
no, it's not like I hate Mumbai Indians, but KKR just played very well. I don't know.
Good entertainment for sure.
Yeah,
And Shahrukh, of course, the team
Shah Rukh,
owner.
of course.
Yeah, bro. I hope nobody ever asked Shahrukh. You're from
Ghante ka
Bombay.
bacha.
You're from Bombay and you own a Kolkata team. How is that even possible? Dude?
Bro, let him come on the show. I'll ask him.
No, but how is that possible? Like, you should be a Kolkata guy to be a owner of a Kolkata team, no?
Who? You know any
Yeah,
rich people or what from Kolkata?
Ask the Newcastle owners. Ask the City owners. Are they from Manchester, Newcastle?
Roman Abramovich shouldn't have bought Chelsea, na, by that
Yeah.
logic.
Yeah.
That's why they
that's fair.
sold him.
Yeah, this American is from London, na? Your guy.
Todd Bowley.
Yeah.
He lived in London all his life.
Cool.
Good start. Good
Yeah,
logic start to that.
Another thing we ask our guests to get to know you better is who is your greatest or your favorite sports duo of all time?
Sports duo of all time.
Yes.
Okay. It's Messi, Neymar.
Oh.
Nice.
Messi, Neymar.
That's a trio. How can you just like...
MSN.
Yeah.
No, but Messi, Neymar was the heart of everything. Heart of everything during 2013 to 2017.
And at PSG also then.
No, not really. Like they couldn't do much at PSG together. Neymar had his prime in PSG during the years 2019, 2020. He was unstoppable. He was just pure menace, to be honest.
I actually have a hot take on that. I think in MSN, it goes in that order. I think it's Messi, Suarez, and then...
For those years, I
For
also
those
agree.
years, yeah.
Even I agree.
Because
I think Neymar was great though, don't get me.
See, the thing is, during the Golden Boot years, if you would have heard that Suarez has won 2 Golden Boot. In the second Golden Boot that he won during the Ronaldo Messi era, there was a major contribution of Neymar and Messi helping him to win it.
No,
And
of course.
whenever you just see Messi, Neymar together, you were there for entertainment. You
That's
you
for
were
sure. Yeah.
fun was guaranteed, and you were going to have a good time. You would never be bored. That was that.
I'll tell you why I think Suarez was also a big piece compared to Messi,
yeah.
compared to Neymar, was because when Messi went to PSG, granted he was much older, and Neymar
Yeah.
was also
Yeah.
past his prime. They couldn't do it with a prime Mbappe. They couldn't do what they did at Barcelona at all. Like that kind of impact. They had good numbers, but still, like
Yeah, but it's also the rest of the team.
yeah,
is
they
not
didn't
as
get
great,
far
right?
Yeah,
in the Champions
yeah.
League. They could have. The rest of the team was pretty solid as well. You know,
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's not compared to the Barcelona
Yeah,
team,
but-
no, but like, yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah.
It's not like they had some Bhalta striker up top. It's like they had
It
the
was
talent of
Mbappe,
the world.
yeah.
Like,
The thing
which
where
we
they
will get
messed
into.
with, like they did not have a proper system out there. So they signed all the Galacticos, they signed Ramos, they signed the best of the best players. Mbappe is there, Neymar. But what they lacked was some good midfield system. Believe it or not, but the midfield is the heart of the team.
Yeah, for sure.
Like without a proper midfield, they couldn't even collect. They couldn't even do 2 to 3 passes like in a sequence. They couldn't even do that. So it was miserable to watch that midfield. But somehow Messi managed to have like 76 goals assist during his 33 matches in League One. His entire PSG thing.
yeah, people discard Messi at PSG too much. I'm glad you brought up those numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting into Get It Off Your Chest, which is our first segment we do with our guest who has a hot take.
Yeah.
So you sent us a hot take that compares wonder kid Lamine Yamal to, some would say a former wonder kid or even a current great talent in
Probably the
Kyl-
best player right now.
in the world, yeah, Kylian Mbappe. So word for word, can you look into the camera and give your take?
Guys, I think Yamal is gonna surpass Mbappe's legacy in 3 to 4 years.
And why do you think so?
You can just defend that for like. You can
See,
just give us
with all
small
due
amount of-
respect, Mbappe is currently the best player in the world right now. We do not have any doubts about that. But you look at Mbappe's career, you open his, entire history, you open his, what has he done in terms of legacy? There's a World Cup. That's the only thing that he has to his name currently at his age. No Champions League right
League
now.
One.
League
With
One
all
times
due respect,
20.
League One is not a major trophy or something that he should be proud of. The caliber of the player that he is, League One is not something that should be counted in terms of his legacy. I think that Yamal can easily surpass Mbappe's legacy because he has a higher ceiling as well. Mbappe might be the best player right now, but I think the max to max he's gonna win just 1 or 2 Ballon d'Ors in the next coming years. It's a very very tight race between Yamal and Mbappe, and Yamal is gonna come for everything. Next year is the World Cup, and he is in a red hot form. Yeah.
So, talking about legacy career,
Yeah.
for you, is having a better legacy / career just trophies? Are you not taking the goals and assists into account?
Of course, I'll take that as well. But Yamal can even provide you the goals and assist. You see his first season, you wouldn't find a lot of goals, but he keeps on improving. Last season, we had some complaints about his finishing, that he was not great at finishing. He did not score a lot of goals. People were, butchering him all over the internet because he had 9 league goals. That was the entire, the thing why he came second in the Ballon d'Or ranking. So football has taken a very dark turn. It's like everything is related to goals and assists right now. But football is not that. Football is, who makes you stand up on your feet while you're watching a game. That's Yamal for you. You see all the legends. You see Figo. You see the greatest of the great legends, Rio Ferdinand, talking about him like crazy. Like he makes them love football.
The fact that you
Yeah.
said Rio, your whole point is gone. Because he's a terrible pundit.
I don't think so, man. His takes are sometimes, it's
I
just
see.
it's just crazy.
So, how do you think Yamal's off-field antiques are gonna? Do you
on
think they'll affect
18.
him? He's not even. Yeah, he's not even like he's just on 18 and he's gone crazy with like the women, the dwarves, and the partying, and you know what I mean?
And Tanay takes special offense to
Yeah,
the dwarfs.
Yeah, he invited me actually. He said, "Come."
Yeah, he's borderline on that.
Yeah. As long as he keeps performing on the pitch, as long as he keeps delivering master classes, his off the pitch antiques or the behavior is
But
not.
But
will
the
he
op-
keep doing it? Like Maradona, right? Performs amazing. Best talent of his time. Honestly, till today, one of the best talents ever. Once he started getting into the partying business, he dropped off. So he was great, let's say, for 4 or 5 years. I'm not fully sure. Messi was great for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Can Yamal
Yeah.
do that? Mbappe has already given us pretty good.
Yeah.
Like 5 years, he's been solid. Plus a
Yeah.
World Cup, best player at the World Cup. So
Yeah. So I think your point is kind of, and not entirely true, but I'd say 50% you're true. His surrounding is not really very nice. His dad.
he's surrounding himself by Neymar.
Yeah.
So he went to the wrong side of that. Like he
Yeah.
should have gone right. He's playing right wing also, bro. He just admire the right wing instead of the left wing.
I think for what you're saying, and if it has to come true, that Lamine's legacy will be better than Mbappe's. Everything has to go right for
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal. Each and everything that happens over the next 2 to 3 years, 4 years has to go right. He has to win the World Cup, and then by effect he has to win the Ballon
League, the
d'Or.
Ballon d'Or, yeah.
And I don't think that's gonna happen.
Answer me one thing. Has Mbappe ever in his career till now finished second in the Ballon d'Or ranking?
That was my point.
that
He
is a
hasn't.
great point.
He
My entire problem with the take is that mathematically it's going to be very tough for Lamine to even come close to Mbappe in terms of goals and assists. He might win a little
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Say Lamine
Yeah.
gets injured for the next season.
Yeah.
Okay. But he ends up winning. He's like in and out of the Spanish squad. He's in the
Okay.
squad, but he's not playing in that 11.
Okay.
He's in the Barca squad, but he's not really playing in the 11. Barca go on to win the Champions League, and then Spain go on to win the World Cup. He's won both the things now. That
Okay. So I still didn't understand
Yeah, but
your
why would he
take
not
very
play?
well. Why would he not?
Those teams. He's like the best player on the teams.
he might get injured. I'm
That's-
saying he might get injured.
That's
That
a
is the
very
main if.
hypothetical.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
your take also is hypothetical only. Hypothetically only. We are talking about 2-3 years in the future. If all these things happen,
Yeah,
then his
yeah.
legacy will be
Yeah.
better. So
Everything has to be right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. At that point, if Spain and Barca win those
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
competitions,
Suppose if he's not injured during the big matches, when you need something like semi-finals or the quarter-finals, if he's not injured during that time, but he does not play the final, it'll still be something about his legacy. Yeah, it'll of course count because he contributed to those big matches. Without him, they wouldn't be able to cross that barrier. They wouldn't be in the finals.
So I'll give you the benefit of the doubt with the injuries thing. Anything can happen to anyone.
Exactly,
Even Mbappe
exactly.
literally can get injured the rest of his
Exactly,
career. I hope
exactly.
nothing like that happens.
See, the thing
And be
problem
done.
with Mbappe's
So that's
legacy,
fine.
the way Mbappe plays, the way his playing style is, I think he's very prone to injury in the upcoming years. His ceiling is maxed, is tanked.
No, I was
right
defending you with no injuries. Now you're saying he can get injured. Yeah.
now. No, in
Well, go
in the
ahead.
upcoming years, if you say he's 30, if he is 32, 33, injuries might happen. There
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
of
very big chance in terms of Mbappe, and even with Yamal, if you see, they're playing a lot of matches. They're playing Nations League, Club World Cup. The schedule has been, fucked.
insane.
Yeah.
I have a question. What is legacy? Is legacy, like you said, just the amount of trophies you win, just your stats? Is it the amount of impact you leave on a club? It's I think it's just so many things. Obviously, like you can look at legacy in a way. Someone will say, okay, what Mbappe spent how many years at PSG? Reached one Champions League final, lost it.
Yeah.
Lost 2 League Ones with PSG also.
Yeah.
And what he left, they won the quadruple next year. So that is a part of legacy also. So
Yeah, legacy is very subjective in all debates, especially
Yeah.
sports that we do.
According to me, what legacy is, how much you've contributed to football and how much of an impact you've had for your team. So in terms of that, Yamal will surpass Mbappe.
So let's say, okay,
The system was built around Mbappe at PSG. If you
Yeah,
remember,
for sure.
the entire system, the entire the presidents and everyone was Mbappe's toys. They were literally toying. Mbappe had all the freedom in the club, and still he couldn't manage to win a UCL final.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't have a lot of freedom in that club because of his positioning. He wanted to play in a different position many times to where they played him, and he was not happy in that system. All that aside, he should have been professional enough to say,
Yeah.
you know what, we can figure all this shit out. Let's go and win, put
Yeah.
the team first. All
Yeah.
that again plays into his legacy in life.
Yeah.
But yeah,
See, I have a question with the legacy thing. You're saying impact on the team and the whole sport, right?
Yeah.
So let's say they are both great players. Mbappe ends up with 4 Ballon d'Ors, and Lamine Yamal
Yamal.
ends up with 3. And even the trophies, Mbappe has like 2 or 3 more. But Lamine has stayed at the same club the whole time. Who do you think has a better legacy?
Staying at the same club does not really.
No, the fact that he stayed at the same club is a lot of impact, right? That's the
Okay.
impact you're having on the club.
Okay, just forgot about staying at the same club. But in the end, the trophies and the individual awards will have a big say in that as well. What you do for your national team, what have you been, consistently, who provides you the results consistently, who wins you matches consistently, who's the bigger game player, all of this will count in the end. So I think Yamal will achieve a lot as compared to Mbappe.
Okay. So it then comes down to trophies and individual awards as well.
Awards, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so answer me this. You're saying trophies. Let's take 2 other players, for example. Mesut Ozil,
Yeah.
KDB. 2 amazing center attacking mids.
Yeah.
Ozil has won a World Cup. KDB has done nothing for his international team. They haven't won the Euros, they haven't won the World Cup.
bronze medal.
Bronze medal. In an international sense, whose legacy is greater?
In an international sense?
Ozil.
KDB or Ozil?
In
Ozil?
an international sense,
As in
it
the-
has
for
to
the
be
in-
Ozil. It has to be Ozil, of
and
course.
overall, whose legacy is greater?
By far.
Ozil or
De
KDB?
Bruyne-
In pure footballing ability, if you talk about it, it's Kevin De Bruyne without any doubt.
I don't think Ozil beats him in any department except for
No,
I guess one
he's
more
up there.
World
He's
Cup
up there with the greatest midfielders in Premier League. Top 10, surely top 10.
In
Because the
Premier
type
League?
of playmaker he
Ozil,
is,
top 10 Premier League midfielders
I'm an
all
Arsenal
time.
fan and I'll disagree with
I
that.
disagree with that.
I
heavily.
think that he was phenomenal during his years at Arsenal, and they had some unknown players in that team, but Ozil was still carrying that team. Ozil was still being the main man. Ozil was still being the player that they built the system around.
And he was so inconsistent.
Yeah.
That was his problem. He didn't defend. He
But there
was
was
lazy
3-4
on the
years where he was
field.
very consistent as
Yeah.
well.
I mean, he's
After
very,
that, yeah.
he's excellent on the ball. Technically, he's gifted. Like he's maybe top 10 pass makers in the Premier League.
Playmakers,
I'll
yeah,
agree
yeah.
with you. Vision top 10, I'll agree with you. But midfielders all around, I don't even think he's Arsenal's best midfielder of all time.
But yeah, the legacy part, then the legacy part comes into this with Ozil.
Are we just talking about the Premier League, or are we just talking overall club?
Oh, right now I feel like the conversation has drifted to Premier League, Arsenal.
So now Ozil makes an
If
all-time.
we are
It'll
bringing
be
the
too hard.
Madrid, if we are bringing the Madrid stint as well, so you see Ozil and Ronaldo was so successful because of that Ozil's ability to make it for him to just deliver those passes, and Ozil played a very, very big role in Jose Mourinho's entire system as well.
But again, with that Madrid team, they didn't win that much.
They won a La Liga, and to be fair, Pep dominated the Spanish football, and Real Madrid did, won a lot of things with Pep. Real Madrid did win a lot of things with Jose Mourinho. It was La Liga, and they even won the Copa del Rey as well.
Yeah.
Also, I disagree with the fact that Ronaldo and Ozil were that good because Ozil was playing that balls, because Ronaldo throughout his career at Madrid he had Vasquez, Asensio, Bale, whoever the hell is playing him that
He
ball,
banged
it's
it,
just Ronaldo.
yeah.
Like I think Ronaldo did more for Ozil than Ozil did for Ronaldo in that duo.
No, that's very. I wouldn't agree because what Ozil did, no other player in that Real Madrid team was capable of doing that.
Same with Ronaldo, no?
Ronaldo used to
In the
score.
world,
the
Ronaldo's
world.
done things no one in the world can
But no,
do.
the difference is that, see, Ozil, whatever, 50 assists in 2-3 seasons at Madrid, for example. Went to Arsenal, numbers were good for like 1 or 2 years, dropped. Ronaldo, Madrid, they changed their midfield, still banged in all those goals. He went to Juve, still a lot of goals. Even at United one season, to be fair, he
Banged
scored
in goals.
30 goals.
Okay, that's insane.
Which is not a joke. That means
Yeah.
that he did make everyone around him look good as well.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But again,
And it's
you
also-
see, Ronaldo always had some quality players in his team. Now, if you see the wing, he had Bale, He had Di Maria in 2014.
No doubt.
And now if you see the midfield as well, he had Modric. He had Tony fucking Cruz.
Of
Yeah,
course,
we
but
can't,
the
we
point
can't
was
be
the
sitting
Ozil
and-
thing, na? Yeah.
We're also sitting and
Yeah.
glazing Messi over that,
Yeah.
so that you look at
I
his
can't
team
believe
is
I'm defending
insane. So, like-
Ronaldo, bro, today.
Fair enough.
No,
Fair
I
enough.
did- yeah.
Fair enough.
But anyway, getting back to Yamal and Mbappe, I will say Mbappe's first season at Madrid wasn't the best trophy or numbers wise for him personally.
No, numbers wise was
Numbers-wise,
good.
okay,
He won
decent.
Madrid Player of the Year.
Okay, good numbers for him personally. But anyway, this year, much better start already. So it's going to be tough. Yamal's injured. And he has more time on his hands.
See,
Right? He's
it's
18
very-
and he's 26.
I think
he
it's
can catch
very-
up. But not
very
3 to 4 years, I think it's
3
very
to 4
soon.
years is
It's very
It is
soon.
very early to judge Mbappe right now. It is very early to because we have seen him score a lot of penalties.
But goals are goal, brother.
Goals are
Goals are
goals. I
goal.
understand that, but
Some-
how many
Someone's
of those
gotta step
penalties
up.
has he won? Also,
I still think his ceiling is very bigger. He does not. He hasn't reached his prime yet, and I don't think so. He is up there with the strikers like Harry Kane who are performing. But in the end,
No, but if-
you see him in big games, if he performs like that, we have a very good say that Mbappe is doing very well.
Are you saying that Harry Kane is a better player than Mbappe?
But you said Mbappe is the
Harry
best player in the
Harry
world.
Kane is a better striker than Mbappe. He's not a better player. Harry Kane is a better striker than Mbappe.
he's a better finisher than Mbappe, not a better striker. I would disagree with that. I think he's may be the best finisher in the world.
You see the last match of Bayern Dortmund. There's a little evidence for you that Kane literally drops deep in the midfield, picks up the ball,
No,
links up with the. I don't think so. Any striker is able to perform those things right now.
No. If you're talking about just this season, I think Kane's probably. If you're just taking this season, he's probably been the best player in the world.
No, even if you see that he did those 100 goals record
Yeah.
with Bayern,
Yeah.
the fastest player to reach 100 goals.
Yeah, but like we also shat on the French league in the start.
Um,
The German league as bad, if not a little worse. But what I was saying is, who I feel like Mbappe's burst onto the scene was so much more iconic than Yamal. Also,
Because
it
it
was
came
like,
with the World Cup, bro.
it came before the World Cup.
But
Like
then
even
they
like with
won it.
Monaco, like
Yeah,
even
I would
with
actually-
destroyed
fucking won it,
City.
bro.
I would actually disagree with that. I
You
think
think Yamal's?
Lamine's, I think Lamine Yamal's burst onto the scene was much better because they're like Barca had lost all hope at that point. Correct me if I'm wrong.
There were like no hope for the players. Like the entire team was done for.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then Hansi Flick,
He came around, he
Xavi,
revived.
yes.
And what they did was just with La Masia talent. They did not spend anything.
Yeah, I agree
They
with
did
you
not.
that Lamine's burst onto the scene was
Yeah.
actually more exciting
Yeah.
because then the Euros happened.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
everyone was like, oh, he's going to flop in the Euros. How are you playing
Yeah.
a 17-year-old?
And he did it. He actually won the first international tournament when he just debuted. Like his
Yeah.
first international tournament. And that's very huge for a 16-year-old to win a Euro.
I just think the 3 to 4 year timeline is too small.
Yeah, it's too small.
That's why I'm like, everything has to go right for Lamine in the
Yeah.
next
Yeah.
3 to 4 years.
Also,
for-
no, like in the next 1 year, if he wins the World Cup, then it's big in the end.
Yeah. Or say, what if Mbappe wins the World Cup, he wins the Champions League, Lamine.
If Mbappe wins the World Cup,
If Mbappe wins
And
the
the
World
thing
Cup.
is, all this is possible as well. They play for France and Spain
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Madrid and
yeah,
Barca,
yeah,
which are
yeah.
elite teams.
Yeah.
You can win everything all the time.
So then what would your answer be?
My answer would be that he still would have to win the Champions League. He still would have to win the Ballon d'Or to prove himself.
No, I'm saying, say Lamine wins the World Cup.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mbappe wins the
Mbappe
World Cup.
wins the World
So he has 2 World Cups. Lamine wins the Champions League, something that Mbappe hasn't won.
Yeah.
Okay? Neither of them win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Okay.
In the next 3 to 4 years,
Yeah.
then whose legacy would you say is better?
Cole Palmer.
It'll be. I think it'll be on par. Like it'll be the
Okay.
same for both of them, and the upcoming years will decide it. Like the next 10 years, 10, 15 years, we'll have a proper clear answer for
So
that.
that's your take.
10,
yeah.
15
It's 10 years.
10
Yeah.
years.
Because the age gap between them is only
Also
8
10
years,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Yeah. Which is
8
a
to 10
lot.
years.
Yeah. Also, when I think of legacy, like, I think of moments. Like, I think of, like, if I'm thinking of Mbappe, can I hear Peter Drury at the back of my this thing? Like, when I'm thinking of Yamal, I can't.
You
Can't
did
think.
when he scored against Italy.
Yamal?
Yeah.
The Spain, Italy in the Euros.
I don't remember Drury moment from that.
I don't know if it was Drury, but that was a
You know,
fucking
the
moment,
teenage
bro.
kicks, the ultimate teenage kicks, bro. Mbappe
But that was
like
a moment, bro.
from I don't know.
I was watching it in Arabic commentary, so I don't remember.
Yalla, yalla, yalla.
Z is talking about the moments. Then I feel like Mbappe would have better moments because a World Cup winning moment
Right.
is always far greater than a Champions League winning moment.
But
Yeah, forget a winning moment. The
you-
final
Final.
hat-trick. It's
But
like,
Yamal-
what is that, dude?
Yes.
Do you remember the Yamal goal versus France? That broke
Yeah,
the
the
internet
Euros.
Yes.
as well.
Oh,
yeah.
I meant France. No,
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he meant
yeah,
France.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he single-handedly carried that attack, and along with Rodrigo in that midfield for Spain.
You could argue the same thing for Mbappe that he single-handedly
No,
carried
no,
the
no.
French attack.
See. The thing
with,
is,
with Giroud.
Griezmann.
the thing is, there were Griezmann,
And
there was
Griezmann-
Pogba. The
But
entire
they
team was
also had-
stacked with talent. No, tell me,
Who
the
was
players who
playing
were
on
in
the
prime
left,
in
bro?
Spain.
Spain, this Euros?
This
Bro,
year.
what a team they
I mean, they
had.
had Morata, a striker that wasn't that great.
Rodri,
He was
they had
playing
the
decent.
Bala-
He was
Bala-
playing-
They had Rodri, they had Pedri, they had Nico Williams,
Nico
they had Yamal.
Williams.
That's an insane
Pedri got
team.
injured during the Germany game. That's
Yeah,
correct.
Pedri did.
Danny Olmo was just getting in. Danny Olmo was just being there.
But he
Mikel
balled
Merino?
out, bro.
He balled out. Of course, he balled
Mikel
out.
Merino, the best goal scorer of our generation.
Yeah, but still,
No doubt.
Now compare the quality of these players with those French players who had a better.
I'll give you
That's
that.
fair.
I'll
French
give you
team is
that.
better. But Mbappe is also taking that French team to that next
Level.
It's like Messi carrying the
Imagine,
tiki-taka
yeah.
Barcelona of Pep to the next level,
Yeah.
right? You need that player.
Also, like, imagine how good that French squad is, and you're very easily saying Mbappe is the best player in that squad. That itself says something.
See that World Cup deceived a lot of people. To be honest, people thought that Mbappe carried that entire French team, but
No, but he was their best player.
You can't say confidently in Barca itself that Lamine is the best player when you have Rafinha on the other side.
I cannot see.
You can,
Rafinha should
you
have
can.
finished higher in the
No,
Ballon
no,
d'Or.
See, there's a very clear answer for that. There is no creativity in our attack without Lamine Yamal.
If you had to vote for someone to win the Ballon d'Or, who would you have voted for?
I cannot see it.
Wait, why? I want to know. Would you vote for
See,
Rafinha or Yamal?
So first of all, it's very subjective. If you
Marcus
take the goals,
Rashford.
if you take the goals and assist, it has to be
No,
Rafinha.
no. I'm just asking you who you would vote for.
The way I see football, I'd vote for Lamine Yamal.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Do you think he deserved it over Dembele also?
No, it didn't deserve it over Dembele, of course.
Fair.
Then we can accept the point,
And-
right?
Very fair answers.
Also,
But
on
if it was up to me, I would have given it to him.
Oh, that's a bias. and all is
Lamine,
fair.
yeah.
also on the legacy bit, for me, cultural moments, cultural impact
Yeah.
is much more than
For sure.
anything else. I think Lamine will have much more of a cultural impact just because of his off-the-field antics.
Yeah.
With his dwarves.
So Mbappe has to step up off the field to fucking compete with the legacy.
Big moments leave a big impact on Troy Deeney. Just think of Troy Deeney.
Yes,
and
yes.
all he's remembered for is
Yeah.
that one moment
Goal.
in life, and like that creates such a legacy, dude.
But because Mbappe's legacy off the field is really bad, everyone hates him. Like he was not really liked by the
Yeah,
PSG
Mbappe,
board.
yeah.
He was trying to force his move out.
Yeah.
He asked for that huge contract. Even at Madrid, he's been having problems with the personnel, with
Correct.
not fitting with Rodrigo, not
The
fitting
dictator,
with Vinny.
yeah, the dictator.
Yeah, so his is very like uptight. I mean, Mbappe's personality of the field. Lamine almost reminds me of like a Ronaldinho, you know, just
Yeah,
balling out on the
yeah,
pitch and then
yeah.
doing whatever the fuck I want off
20
the field.
passports. All right. Any final thoughts on this debate? You still
I-
agree with your point, or
I
are you going to
still,
extend that 3 to 4 years to 7, 8
I
years?
still defend my point, and I think that Lamine Yamal in the next 4 to 5 years
Ah, 1
4
year.
years, book it, we're coming back, you're coming back on the podcast.
will at least give you somewhat of a clear answer.
Okay, so we'll get you back on in 4 years.
Exactly.
And if Yamal is anything not even close to Mbappe, you're doing a
If
forfeit
Yamal
for us.
does not get injured, if Yamal does not, have any sort of, it does not happen anything to Yamal, we'll surely talk that Yamal will be the bigger player than Mbappe right now is.
Diwali 2029. We will see you.
We do another segment with our guest called This or That, where we
Yeah,
provide 2 options.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give a little bit of a paragraph that Tana has so kindly written for me.
Shout out ChatGPT.
I've changed it. It's not that. So we're going to talk about Xavi and Iniesta. And
Okay,
they weren't
okay.
honestly just great midfielders. They changed entirely how football was played. Both came from La Masia, I think, and they became like the perfect example of tiki-taka. Xavi with his vision, his calmness on the field. Iniesta, creativity, flair, beating defenders with ease, dropping a shoulder. It was like both of them magic moments were happening around them. And their connection went beyond tactics. They just understood each other naturally. They dominated football for club and country, won 2 Euros, a World Cup, multiple Champions Leagues, multiple trophies with Barcelona. But the question is, who is the better midfield maestro? Xavi or Iniesta?
Well said. What an intro.
Props, Zio, props.
See, I don't think without any of them, like if Xavi wasn't present in that Barcelona squad during the prime Barcelona days, Barcelona wouldn't have won so many titles. If Iniesta wasn't present in that Barcelona squad during the prime Barcelona days, Barcelona wouldn't have won so many titles. Both played the same amount of, big contribution in that team. Without any one of them, Barcelona wouldn't have achieved anything. But if I have to choose, if it's my personal bias or who would I choose for my team in terms of contribution that I saw, it was, Xavi controlled the game. Xavi controlled the tempo. Xavi was the main man, but he never got the recognition, to be very honest. He was not as aesthetic as Iniesta, to be honest.
I mean, he did finish in like the Ballon d'Or ranking top 3 like 3 times.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
many
yeah.
as Iniesta.
Yeah. But still, you see that Xavi played a very bigger role as well. And without any of them, Barcelona or Spain wouldn't have won so many titles.
sure.
Yeah. So I couldn't choose that. This
Unfiltered pundit.
Yeah,
hey,
This,
he's
you can't
filtering
be
himself,
filtered. Huh?
Choice you have to choose.
the entire Barcelona fan base will come for my neck.
No, you can love them both. You just have to say which one you think is better.
If I have to control a game, I'll choose Xavi. If I need some
No,
attacking.
not accepted.
no.
Gun to your head.
Gun to your head.
One word answer we want.
Okay, I'll take Iniesta for
Oh,
aesthetics.
Alright.
Yeah.
I think this argument is so fun because
Yeah.
it's literally, whenever
Very,
you're arguing
yeah.
two people, you'll be like, this guy has this trophy more, this guy has won this more.
Yeah.
It's like these two have had
Yeah.
identical career, identical careers. It's literally the same career. It just comes down to eye test.
Yeah.
And I think for me,
Exactly. Eye test is the most important thing in football.
yeah, and Iniesta is probably the best midfielder I've ever
I
seen
test
in my
I'd
life.
go Xavi. Xavi looks better.
Probably up there with the
It's not
Zidans
right.
as well. Yeah.
I mean, I've not really seen that much Zidane. He retired in 2006.
The clips and everything. You
Yeah,
see
but
it.
But I'm saying just growing up watching
clips
football.
make Abu Dhabi look like the best midfielder the
Yeah,
Premier
you
League has
can't
ever
watch
seen,
football,
bro.
bro.
But even the trophies, even the moments that you see of Zidane, Champions
No,
League,
I'm
the
not
World
saying Iniesta's the best midfielder of all time because there's Zidane, there's Palmer, there's all these players.
Cup. Bro, Sinkin Palmer like we wouldn't notice.
Palmer actually has a great eye test, bro, compared to a lot of
Insane.
fuckers.
But
Sammy,
I
go
think
ahead.
Iniesta was just like the way he was able to drop a shoulder and just like
Yeah,
disappear was
yeah.
insane.
Just-
like, just that one.
He used to drop the
Yeah.
shoulder on the bench. Yes.
Although
Big
YouTube,
moments, you're talking about big moments.
Although
World
it
Cup
was
winning
just,
goal.
all the
yeah.
people who are going to watch this video are going to get juked up. He's dropping his shoulder. They're going to fall off.
Who do you got? Sammy.
Give will make fools.
I would go with Iniesta. We're talking about legacy. We're talking about moments. He's given Spain the biggest moment
Yeah, exactly.
of that 2010 World
Of
Cup,
their
man.
footballing.
Of their footballing history. Yeah, their first World Cup. That goal coming
And
up clutch.
actually, he was the only player to win the man of the match in a UCL final,
And
the Euros final, and the World Cup
World
final.
Cup final. Yeah.
There we have it. I think it has to be Iniesta.
Iniesta.
for me.
So-
it doesn't have to be, but I would say Iniesta. We're
If
talking
you
about
would have to
legacy
choose, it would be
moments.
Iniesta, yeah.
Yes.
So I would say Iniesta as a player and Iniesta as a manager as well.
Yeah.
I want to change my answer to Xavi because now I remember that video of him kissing all his wife's friends on the My player.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for today's episode. Thank you so much
Thanks
for
a lot,
coming
thanks
on.
a lot.
Where can we find you?
Like on
Mahim
Instagram,
West.
you can.
Where's Mahim West?
Leaking his addy.
On Instagram, you can follow me on Unfiltered Pundit, and for YouTube, it's the same, Unfiltered Pundit as well. Yeah.
Follow Shaad.
Yep, check
Great,
his
great
contact
content.
out.
Guys, it was a great show. I really enjoyed the raw bluntness on the show, to be very honest. Pure, bakchodi hui hai.
Bakchodi.
Tane
Yeah.
loves
Work
blunts.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Like and
Thanks a lot.
subscribe.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Cool.